Hi and welcome to Freestyle Martial Arts. This is a short video to teach you 20 introduction steps which are perfect for all new students coming into our program prior to actually starting one of the lessons. I hope you enjoyed. It's easy, fun and safe to do. So let's start our induction program. First thing I want to teach you is how to bow. It's a formal martial arts way of saying hello, goodbye and thank you. So let me show you how it's done. Feet come together, hands are open, hands come flat to the side, and we simply take a bow from there. That's how we take a bow. Nice and simple. I'll show you one more time. So we go from here. We call this a tension stance. You don't need to remember that, but attention, and then we take a bow. Next thing we'll show you is how to make a start or ready position. Take our feet shoulder width apart, and they're going to get you to turn the hands over, and we're going to make a fist. Let me show you how that's done. So we're going to take the hands nice and wide open, curl your four fingers in super tight, and place the thumb on top, okay? So that's how it's going to look. Let me show you one more time. Open hands up, curl the four fingers in, thumb on top, like so. And there you go, there's our ready position. Leave a little bit of a gap with the hands there, and don't have it too tight to the body. So, we've done a tension stance and bow, and a ready position. Next thing I want to show you is how to make a guard position from there. Let me show you how it's done. I'm just going to turn slightly so you can see me. Here's a little exercise to practice a guard position at home. This is really just for you to learn the basics of it in your own time. Feet together, make your fist, bring your arms and your fist together. It looks a little bit like that. And I'm going to get you to simply step forward on one of your legs and let the hip, shoulder, the arm and the fist all naturally come forward, okay? So don't keep your body too tight. From here, we're just going to step forward, and there's our guard position. Don't have the hands too high, don't have the hands too low, don't have them in too tight, don't have them too far forward, and definitely don't keep them down. So there's our guard position. I'm going to go from there. So let's go through that again very, very quickly. Do this with me. Please make sure you do this at home. Don't just watch it. Get up, find some space. Physically give this a go. Make sure you've got nice, comfortable, loose clothing on so you don't get too hot. Feet together, tension stance and bow. We're going to take the feet shoulder width apart, make our fists into a ready position. And you get step forward on one of your legs. Doesn't matter which one, just step forward into guard position. Just let that shoulder come through. And from here, we're now going to learn a jab strike, okay? I'm going to turn to the side now so you can see me. I'll come back to face the camera again. So whichever leg you've got forward, hand on the same side, push it out nice and straight, palm facing down, arm nice and straight, and whiz it back. If you want to get a bit more power, just pull the shoulder back a little bit first and push it through. Just push it in front of you there. So you're going to pull back and punch through. This is called a jab. So I'll go back to where we were. Choose one leg forward, one hand forward, hand that's in front, we're going to do the jabbing with, and we're going to do it together. We're going to do 5. Ready? 1, and jab, and 2, and jab, and 3, jab, 4, jab, and 5, jab. You don't need to say jab, I'm just saying it so it reminds you what we're doing. We need to obviously practice on the other side, so let me show you how that works. We're going to do something called a jump change. And this is how it's going to look. Let me show you from the side so you can see it a bit more clearly. We're going to simply jump, feet change positions, and this leg, shoulder, hip, shoulder and arm all come forward. I'll show you one more time. I'll show you a little bit slower. So as it changes, the stance changes. So this time, the front leg, this time for me, is the right leg, right arm, right fist, right shoulder, and hip all come through. So from that position there, this time we're going to obviously on the opposite side, whichever hand is in front, we're going to punch with. Nice and straight, palm facing downwards, and back into guard. It's going to look like this. I'll show you one more time from the side. Jab, and there's our jab strike from there. Let's do it together. So let's do our jab, this time from the other side. Ready? And 1, jab, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. There you go. You've just done a punch, okay? Great, so let's move on. Let's now take that punch technique now into something called double punch or jab cross combination. They're the same thing basically. So taking one of your legs forward, again, arm on the same side. There's the jab, we've just been doing it there. What we're going to do now is I'm going to pull this arm back. As I pull this arm back, we're going to bring the other arm through and make what is called a cross punch. So I'm going to turn so you can see me again from here. So this time it's jab and cross. Now what I need you to do here, if you can, have a practice. This won't naturally flow straight away, but if you can, see if you can just let the shoulder, the hip, and let this foot turn. Come up onto the ball of the foot slightly here. just let the hip turn, let the hip go, and the arm comes through from there. So ready? So here's jab and here's cross. Here's the difference if you don't do that twist. You can see the difference. Look where my arm finishes here, really short. But if I let the hip go, I get a lot more distance, and of course that gives me a lot more power. So one more time from here, guard, jab as we did before, this time a cross punch, okay? Just fine, just put out two arms just to get started, okay? One leg forward, whichever leg forward, hand on the same side goes first, jab and cross. Let's do 5, ready? 1, good, and 2, good, and 3, so you can punch straight in front of you, 4, and again, one more time, jab, cross, from there. Quick jump change, front leg, front hand, jab, and cross again. Quick demonstration from the side, jab, cross, you can see how that arm is extended. So here again, 1, pushing through, 2, and again, 3, good, 4, let that arm stretch, and 5, and back to guard. Great, there we go. We've covered very quickly, quick recap, an attention stance, a bow, a ready position. We've shown you how to make a fist, thumb on top. We've shown you how to make a guard position, shown you how to make a jab strike, and a jab cross combination. Let's now have a go at palm strike. So this time I want you to take a fist and I want you to open the hands up. So we're going to open the hands up, squeeze things together. You can even just bend them slightly at the top, that gives you a bit more strength in the fingers. Take the thumb to the side, okay, not across, I'm not going to get it in the way. Thumb to the side, and we're going to use this bit here. This is the palm strike, it's a push forward, so it would strike towards the opponent. Now we only use apparatus, we use hand pads, spongy pads to hit. We don't hit each other, and we also practice to the air as well, so we're nice and safe. You can practice at home, and don't forget, you're still watching this but not taking part. Get up, give it a go, make sure you do this video. It's important you physically do it as well as watch it. Squeeze things together, thumb to the side. What we do from here, from guard position, we've just done a jab cross. Next time we're going to get to do exactly the same motion, this time with an open hand. So here it was before, let me show you from the side. Jab, cross, you can see how I've extended that shoulder this time. Open hands up, palm, palm. And back to guard again, close the hands in between. 1, 2. This time I'm just going height section only. Punches can go any height. These are only going to go your own head level, so it's nice and high there. Okay, let's do the first double palm together. So you can do it just on its own, or you can do the two together. Ready? First double palm. 1. Good. I'm just going to slow them down slightly so you can see them better. 2. Good. And don't forget to extend that arm through. 3. And 4. And 5. Good. Jump change. Let's have a go on the other side. Again, as always, with double punch and double palm, whichever leg is in front, hand on the same side goes first. So closest to you. Ready? From here, palm 1, palm 2, back to guard. Quick demo there, and back to guard. Let's go together. Ready? And 1. Good. Back to guard. 2. See if you can close the hands here. Ready? 3. And back to guard. 4. Nice and high. And 5. Good. And back to guard. Back to ready position. Just relax there for a moment. Gives you a breather in between. So again, quick recap. Tension stance. We've done a ready position or ready stance. How to make a fist. How to make a guard. How to make a jab cross. Single palm works just as well on its own, or double palm from there. Next move, I'm going to show you how to make a back fist strike from there. So take your leg forward again, hand in the front, hand on the same side. We're going to make your fist out in front. I want you to turn it this time so it's thumb up position there. I want to bend your arm very slightly. Now I'm going to turn to the side so you can see that more clearly. So there's the punch or the jab. We're going to turn it so it's thumb position up. Bend the arm very slightly for me. If I can get you to do a back fist, what we're going to do from here is we're going to take this hand and touch the back shoulder or the opposite shoulder. Okay? So front hand, back shoulder, touch there. We're going to spin the body back just a little bit, wind it up like a spring. And then we're going to bring it back to the front. Okay, so it's going to go from the front, touch, spin, strike. Back fist strike, strikes around the side. Don't go through the target, finish on the target. Let me show you how that looks. So punch, thumb up, bend the arm slightly, shoulder, spin. Don't take your eye off it. Don't wind up right round here. Just a little bit. Keep looking forward. Strike. and back to guard. And again, strike, so back fist. And 3. If you can, come back to guard. If you can't, just leave it there. Ready? And 4. And 5. Good. Try to avoid this. Okay? Big strike. Look how open I am. Finish on the target. Start here, shoulder, spin, strike. Okay? So we've got on the other side. Jump change. This is the last of our introduction strikes. Punch out nice and straight. Again, I'll turn to the side so you can see me. Thumb position up. Bend very, very slightly. Keep this head level. Touch your shoulder. Spin back slightly. Wind it up. Turn you back a little bit. Keep looking forward though. Don't go too far. And go back to the front there. Remember, not through. Okay? Bring that other leg forward. Hand on the same side. Touch, spin, strike. Touch, spin, strike. Back fist. Ready? And again. 1. Let's do it together. 2. And again. 3. Keep the arm nice and straight. Slight bend though. 4. And 5 from there. Back to guard. Good. So, hand moves we've covered there. If I show you from the side. Jab. Jab cross. Okay, I'm doing them slow so you can see me. Open the hands up. Palm. Double palm. Close the hands down. Back fist. You've covered a lot, and this is only a few minutes into the induction. Well done. Make sure again, you're doing these at home. Don't just watch. Do them a couple of times. Let's go on to now 3 of our introduction kicks. So here's our first kick. We're going to start using our legs now. We're going to go on to a front pushing kick. Nice and simple. Very basic to do. Everybody can do this one, and it's a great way to get started in martial arts. I'm going to show you from the side how it looks first. Quick introduction. From guard position. Now we know that one. We've just been doing punches. Let's now look at the leg. What we're going to do is we're going to lift the leg knee up. Okay? We're going to push the leg forward. We're going to pull the toes back towards you. So we're going to kick with the flat of the foot here. And it's going to be a pushing technique. So it hits the person and pushes them away from you. So from guard position, it's a lift, kick, and down. You can see I've used my front leg, one that's going to be closest to the camera, or closest to me if you're looking towards me, or closest to your opponent. You can also see how the arms come forward as we looked at before with the guard. So it's lift, it's kick, and it's down. So push forward, okay? Let's do the first one with you. Ready? And 1, and push forward. Pick the knee up if you can to where your belt roughly would be here, or in line with your hip. And 2, lift, kick, and down. Good. And 3. I'm just going to slow it down a little bit so you can see it. Ready? 4. Good. And 5. Okay. When you do it, so you can go as fast as you can. Try and keep your balance, and don't forget your guard if you can. Jump change. We're now going to go off the other leg. Don't forget to keep that guard up. So I'm going to turn so you can see me again. From here, it's lift, kick, and down. Foot, as you can see, the toes pointed up. The toes are pulled back towards me. We're not pointing the toes. Hit the flat of the foot, and we're going to push forward. Think of it, imagine you've got a big wooden door in front. You can't close it with your hands. You can only push it shut with your foot. That's how the action is, okay? So the opposite leg in front now. Let's go with the other leg. Guard up. Front leg only. Lift, kick, and down. Ready? And 1. And down. And 2. I'll slow it down for the next few. And 3. And 4. And 5. Good. Front pushing kick. Or front kick, most martial arts call it. We call it a front pushing kick just to show you the difference between this one and the next kick, which is going to be a front raising kick. Okay? Okay, so this time front raising kick. I'll show you from the side again. So this time, this kick is not coming forward like the last kick. This kick is coming up. This is a groin strike. This time, we're not going to bring the toes back. We're going to point the toes. So a little exercise you can do before doing this kick is a bit like a ballet dancer. We're going to point the toes, and we're going to kick with the instep, the top of the foot there. So it's a very pointed foot kick, and it comes up, it flicks up. A good way of sort of visualizing this is imagine you've got something stuck to your shoe, like mud on your shoe, and you're flicking it off. You're trying to get something off your shoe. And it's very much a flick movement upwards. So from guard position from here, we're just going to raise the knee a little bit, pull these toes right back, and flick. Okay, it's just very much a flick movement. Not a huge amount of power in this one. The speed is the most important bit. So from guard position, it's a flick up. I'm going to slow it down. There it is, flicking upwards from there. One leg forward, whichever leg is in front. That's the leg we're going to kick with. Ready? We'll do a front. This time it's a front raising kick. Okay? So it's a flick. 1 and 2. Point those toes. 3. Do it with me. 4. Slow this one down. 5. Okay, you do them nice and fast. Let's have a go on the other side. Jump change. Front leg. Front raising kick again. I'm going to go a bit quicker this time. Ready? And 1. Flick. So you can flick them. Don't need to bring the knee up too high. It doesn't come up as high as the last kick. Just a little raise. So as you start to raise, pull the foot back and flick. Flick the mud off your shoe. Ready? And 1. Flick. And 2. And 3. Point those toes. 4. Keep the guard up. And 5. Good. That's kick. Okay? This is a nice easy one. This is a knee strike. Okay? So what's happening here is we're grabbing somebody, we're pulling them forward, and that kick will come up. This is very popular kick in Taekwondo, kickboxing, karate, which are some of the styles that we do. So from the side again, front leg again, all these kicks coming off the front leg. We're going to grab, so we're going to open the hands up. Imagine we're grabbing somebody. Don't practice this on anybody at home. We're going to grab, I'm going to bring the arms to round about our belt level and bring the knee up in between, here, there. Okay, nice and simple. I'll slow it down again. Boom, there. Okay, knee strike coming up. You get those together, works really well, get lots of power. Do them separate, you lose the power, okay? Let's have a go at 5. Ready? 1, knee kick. 2, knee kick. 3, knee kick. 4, knee kick. 5, knee kick. Great. Have a go. Ready? Jump change. Go on the other side. Grab, knee strike. Good. And again, 2. And again, 3. Again, 4. Don't worry if you don't get the grab, just bring the arms down. One more time. 5, okay? Brilliant. So let's have a quick recap now of the kicks. So, in just a few minutes, you've learned 3 introduction beginners kicks. Front pushing kick, which is a lift, a push, and down, pushing somebody away. Nice and simple, keep it belt level. Below is fine. Front raising kick, which is a flick up. Okay, flick up. Front raising kick, nice and slow now. There it is, front raising kick. Last one, we've done a knee strike. And they're all done off the front leg. Make sure you practice both sides. Do sets of 5. If you find that fairly easy, maybe try a set of 10. Now we're going to move on to the next part, which is 3 of our introduction blocks. Open your fingers up, squeeze them together, curl a little bit at the top, thumb tuck to the side. We're going to use this bit again. We've already used that for a strike. This time, we're going to block out the way. Imagine now there's an invisible wall. So take your hips, go just slightly wider of your hips. Imagine there's an invisible wall here, an invisible wall here. You cannot take your arm back any further than that wall, and you cannot finish any further forward than that because the walls are in the way. So that's the movement we're making. You can't start here because the wall's in the way, and you can't start right over here. We're not playing golf. So if you can, small movement, just slightly widen your body. Have a quick go. Put your arm down now. Pull back, let your body go with it, and let your body go with it. See how my body's turning? That's our low section block. Don't get palm nice and straight there. Bring it up middle section, bend it in half to my guard position. We're just going to block across our body here now. And we're going to do the same again. Let the body turn. You can almost see it's a bit sort of like robotic that way. Touch the wall, touch the wall, touch the wall, touch the wall. That's a middle block. And something towards our face, we're going to take it up nice and high. Start high, block across, and finish high. Don't forget the walls are there. Don't go any wider. So again, have a little practice. Get that movement right. So we've got low. Try 5 of those in your own time. Okay, we're going to go a bit quicker in a minute, and we're going to go here middle. Don't get across the middle here and high. Okay, lovely. Good, so you've got the idea of the movement. Let's have a quick go of those movements on the other side. So jump change. Again, put the opposite leg in front. Arm on the same side goes forward. Invisible wall, remember, slightly wider than our hips. And here's our low block. Arm nice and straight. Bend it in half. Middle block. Coming roughly across the middle. Get that movement. Don't dry on just the arm. We're going to get a lot more power by using the body. Don't forget your guard up as well. And this time high section across the face there. So it's low section, middle section, high section. Good. That's the basic movement for blocking. Let me show you from here. What we do from here is we're going to make that block and come back to guard. Here's our middle block and back to guard. Here's our high block and back to guard. Have a go with me. I've set a little test for you. All I'm going to simply do here, fast as you can, think of the invisible wall. I'm going to say low, middle or high. Let's have a quick go. Ready? Low. Good. Back to guard. Middle. And high. And low. And middle. Don't worry if these are all going wrong, don't panic. Don't worry at all, just have a go, get a feel of what we do as regards the blocks. Ready? High section. Low section. Middle section. Do them with me. Low section. Good. Jump change. So I've gone the other side. So again it's low. Get the push, get the body turning. Middle. Don't forget the walls. High section. 3 introduction blocks. So again, middle section. Low section. Copy me if you can. High section. High section. Low section. Get the twist. The middle section. Low section. High section. Middle section. Low section. And relax. Well done. So what we've covered very quickly, quick recap. How to bow. How to make a fist. Start position. Guard position. Jab. Jab cross. Palms. Back fist. Front pushing kick. Front raising kick. Knee kick. Low block. Middle block. High block. Congratulations. You've covered a massive chunk of our introduction beginner syllabus in just a few minutes. Practice lots and lots of times. Next thing I'm going to do, just to finish with, we're going to take you away from the punching and kicking and blocking, and I'm going to just finish with a few introduction exercises. I still want you to try these are important, you have a go. We're just going to do 5 of each. I can show you a different way of doing them so it's nice and easy for you. Okay? Let's have a look at these exercises. So the first one is called a press up. Now there's 1 or 2 adults watching this, I'm sure, that are going to be going, oh, I hate press ups. I'm going to show you a number of different ways to do them to make them a bit easier for you. So we're going to bring ourselves down onto the floor. I'm going to go at an angle now so you can see me, or see my exercise more clearly. We're going to go onto the ball of the foot here. The arms go 2 shoulder width wide. This is where a lot of beginners make a mistake, and the fingers point forward. So we go nice and wide, and we go up onto the ball of the feet. I'll show you from here as well. What a lot of students do is they start quite close together, and that makes it a lot harder for them. Go a bit wider, okay? Don't have the fingers, if you can, out to the side. Keep them facing forward, okay? So it's nice and wide, wider than your shoulders, of course. And I'm going to show you a quarter press up, a half press up, and a 3/4 press up, and a full press up, okay? Please do not do them on your knees. It's very bad for your knees, and it's not going to benefit you. A little quarter press up is going to be easier to do and safer to do. Hands nice and wide onto the ball of the feet, little quarter press up, little bend, okay? Little tiny bend. Let me show you from here again. From here, little tiny bend. Just at least get a few inches down, that's a quarter press up. You can do that, fantastic. We're going to try some of those in a minute. I want you to do them with me. If you can go halfway. So you're going down about maybe 6 or 7 inches downwards from here. You can do a 3/4. So the body is not now in line with the shoulders, or you can do a full, where the nose has gone down towards the ground, okay? You go as low as you can go. Try not to do a complete collapse. Even if you can drop just a few inches down into a press-up position, fantastic. Do 5 with me, okay? So from here, press-up position, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Good. Bring yourself back up. Fantastic. Next one, it's called a sit-up. So the next exercise is called a sit-up. This is working the midsection. And we're going to basically bend our legs in half, and we're going to squeeze up, and we're going to bring our body up. Okay, this is the idea of the sit-up. Now a lot of you may not be ready to do the full sit-up yet, so let me show you a basic introduction way of getting the full benefit of the sit-up without having to come all the way up. So if you lie yourself back, bring your legs in a little bit closer for this one. Arms nice and straight, fingers out nice and straight. And we're just going to raise up. See if you can maybe get your palms to your knees here. Okay? And see if you can try. These are called crunches, they're not full sit-ups, but the benefit's just as good. So if you can, that's called a crunch. That's a basic introduction way of doing a sit-up if you can't come all the way up. okay? If you can, let's work on that. So you can use your arms to swing yourself up if you wish. One of the methods is take a deep breath in and pull yourself up as you come up. Keep your legs bent in half. Now I've just brought the mat in because I end up sliding too much on the floor for the demonstration. You don't need a yoga mat. Carpet would do, floor would do just fine. If you are more experienced, see if you can squeeze nice and slow. Keep your hands on your temples here and bring yourself up here. Okay, nice and slow. Slower, the better. Okay, so we're going to do a few more of those. Let's do 3 more. Nice and slow. And again. Nice and slow. And again. Nice and slow. Great. Sit-ups. Nice and easy. Let's look at the next exercise, which is going to be squat thrusts. So squat thrusts are going to be using the legs a little bit more here. So we've done upper body with the press-ups. We've done midsection with the sit-ups. We're going to use the legs now as well. So drop yourself down. I'll show you from the front for a second. Drop yourself down into a squat position. I've come up onto the ball of my feet. Taking my knees a little bit wider and brought my arms in front like so. I'm going to bring our weight forward to do the squat thrust. I'll show you from the side for demonstration purposes. From here, taking the weight forward, we're going to jump back. Still on the ball at the feet there, but like a press up. And jump yourself back in again. If you can, try and keep your knees next to your elbows like so. So from here we're going to do 5, 1, and back, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Okay, just try to avoid doing any little short ones. You're not going to get much benefit out of those. That's now a squat thrust. Let's look at the next move, which is a star jump. So a star jump is going to use legs, mid-core, and the upper body all together. Going to go back to where we were in that sort of squat thrust position, so onto the ball of the feet, knees wide, arms in front like so, not on the outside. On the inside we're going to jump, make a star shape with our legs and our arms, and bring yourself back down again. Some martial arts, some fitness programs call these jumping jacks. I'm going to show you those in a minute. We do them slightly differently. It's got a star jump, so we're going to make 5, 1, and down again. Good. 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Now, if you're struggling to do those, I'll show you an easier version, just to get started. If you go from here, you bend forward, or go towards the ground, and jump from there. 1, and 2, slightly easier version. So jumping jacks, from here, bring the feet together, bring the hands to the side, a bit like we take a bow really, and from here we're going to take everything out, so the legs go wide, hands come above your head, we touch, and we bring them back again. So from here, these are called side jumping jacks. Have a go with me. These are nice and easy, good way to finish, and relax, well done. So, quick recap, we have done from the beginning everything you need to get you started in martial arts. Make sure you take part, have a go, even if you just do the first 5 minutes of this. Have a go, give it a try, come back and watch it again, maybe try 10 minutes. You don't have to have everything perfect, just have a go, just have a feel of it. I promise you, the moment you walk in, you are going to know as much as anybody else in the room, and you'll probably just be just as good, if not better. Okay, so come and have a go. Make sure you do this first, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Here's the recap. A bow, fist, start position or ready position, guard position, jab, jab cross, palm strike, back fist, front pushing kick, front raising kick, knee kick, low block, middle block, high block, and we've just finished looking at press-ups, sit-ups and mid-core, squat thrust using the legs, star jumps, and jumping jacks. Thanks very much for watching. Please watch this a few times and give it a go. Please make sure that you're nice and safe when you do this. Enjoy it, have some fun. We'll look forward to seeing you. We'll go through those moves again. Don't worry, you're going to learn these over and over again and have great fun learning them on apparatus in our freestyle program. Thank you.